Let's be honest, choosing a new water heater sounds simple, but then you start looking, and suddenly you're drowning in terms like anode rods and bar pressure. It can be super confusing. But don't worry, we're here to cut right through all that noise.
In this quick explainer, we're going to break down everything you need to know step by step. My promise to you is that by the end of this, you'll be able to walk into a store or browse online and pick the absolute perfect water heater for your home, and do it with total confidence. So, let's get started.
Okay, before we even start looking at shiny new models, we need to start with you. We're going to ask 3 really simple questions about your home and your daily habits. Seriously, just answering these will instantly narrow down your choices and get you on the right track.
First up is this chart, and it simplifies your biggest decision, capacity, or, how much hot water it can hold. It's super easy to use. Just find the number of people in your house along the side. So you can see, for example, a family of say 3 to 5 people who mostly take showers, you're probably looking for a 15 to 24-liter model. It's a fantastic starting point.
Next, you've got to think about your main use. What's the primary job for this heater? Is it just for quick tasks at the kitchen sink? Then you probably only need a tiny 2 to 5-liter one. Or are you trying to get a whole family through their morning showers back to back? Because that's going to push you towards a much bigger 25-liter tank or maybe even more. Your daily routine is everything here.
And last but not least, the really practical question. Where is this thing actually going to go? Most water heaters you see are vertical, they stand upright. But what if you have a low ceiling, maybe in a loft or under a counter? Well, that's when you'll need a horizontal model. So do yourself a favor, measure the space before you start shopping.
Okay, now that you have a much better idea of what you need, let's look at the 2 main types of electric water heaters out there, instant and storage. They work in completely different ways, and trust me, one of them is probably a way better fit for you than the other. And you can see the most obvious difference right away on this slide, can't you? It's all about size. On the left, you've got that super compact instant heater. It's perfect for a small bathroom or kitchen where every single inch of space counts. And then on the right, you have the more traditional storage heater, which, needs a bit more room for its tank.
So how do they actually work? Well, an instant heater, just like the name says, heats water the very second you turn on the tap. It's incredibly efficient and great for maybe 1 or 2 people. A storage heater, on the other hand, keeps a whole tank of water hot and ready to go. This is absolutely essential if you have a larger family that might need a lot of hot water all at once.
All right, so you've picked a type. Awesome. But now we've got to look inside. Because the material and the coating of that inner tank, that's what determines how long your water heater is actually going to last. This is especially true if you live somewhere with hard water.
So the tank itself is usually made from one of 3 materials. Copper is amazing. It's a fantastic heat conductor, so it gets your water hot really fast. Then you have stainless steel, which is just incredibly durable and a total champ when it comes to fighting off rust and corrosion. And thermoplastic is also great against corrosion, and it's a good insulator, which helps keep that water hot. But the material is only half the battle. The real hero here is the protective coating on the inside. You got to think of it like a suit of armor for your tank. A coating like vitreous enamel or one of those fancy blue diamond glass line ones, they're amazing at fighting off corrosion and stopping minerals from building up, and that can dramatically extend the life of your heater.
Beyond just the tank, there are a few unsung heroes working away inside your water heater, keeping it safe, efficient, and running for years. So let's pull back the curtain on the tech that protects your investment and, more importantly, gives you peace of mind.
First up is the anode rod, and this thing is just a brilliant piece of simple science. It's a metal rod that basically acts as a bodyguard for the tank. It literally attracts all the corrosive minerals and rust-causing gunk in the water, sacrificing itself so the steel tank doesn't have to. It's absolutely vital for a long lifespan.
Next up is the insulation. A really good water heater will use this thick stuff called polyurethane foam, or PUF. The easiest way to think about it is like a high-quality thermos flask. It's designed to trap the heat inside, which means the water stays hot for way longer. And that means the heater doesn't have to kick on as often, which saves you energy and, of course, money.
And for safety, you have the thermostat and thermal cutout. This combo is basically the brain of the whole operation. It's constantly sensing the water temperature. If it ever gets too high, it automatically cuts the power. This is what prevents overheating and makes sure the whole unit operates safely. We're in the home stretch. Now it's time to decode some of those common specs and features you're going to see on the box or in the product description so you know exactly what they mean for you and your home.
You're going to see a bar pressure rating, and you might think, why do I care? Well, you should. It's the maximum water pressure the tank can handle. Now, if you live in a high-rise building, that water's getting pumped up to your apartment with a ton of force. A heater with a low bar rating could leak or even fail under that pressure. So you absolutely need one with a high rating, like 8 bars, to handle it.
Ah, this sticker. This is your guide to how much this thing will cost you over time. The BE Star rating is all about energy efficiency. It's really simple. More stars mean more savings on your electricity bill. Sure, a 5-star model might cost a little more upfront, but over its lifetime, the savings could be huge. We're talking maybe an entire month's electricity bill back in your pocket every single year. It really adds up.
And of course, we have to talk about the cool, modern features. Some models are now IoT-enabled, which means you can turn on the heater with an app on your phone on your way home from work. How cool is that? Others have handy remotes or even these smart LEDs that change color to tell you when the water's ready. These are all about adding that extra layer of convenience to your life.
So let's wrap this all up with a simple checklist you can take with you. 1. Figure out your capacity based on your family and how you use hot water. 2. Choose your type, instant or storage. 3. Check that inner tank's material and, most importantly, its coating. 4. Verify it has that key safety tech like an anode rod and a thermostat. And 5. Select the features that actually matter to you, like the right bar pressure and a good energy rating.
And that's it. What probably started out as a confusing mess of choices is now, I hope, a clear, manageable process. You're not just a buyer anymore, you're an informed expert. You're totally ready to find the exact water heater that fits your home, your family, and your budget. You got this.